Hello and welcome to Alpha Gaming. So in this video we're going to be looking at the Starfield trailer and some gameplay. I'll then give my reaction to the trailer and the gameplay on what I'm seeing in real time and give some thoughts on what I'm excited about but also what I'm quite concerned about. First off though, please help our channel by subscribing and liking this video. We need your support in this to grow, improve and invest in better equipment. We're going to be fully covering Starfield, including first reactions in real time when playing, and then all the gameplay tips and secrets that we find. By subscribing you'll get the first look, which is almost like a try before you buy, so you might as well. And also you'll get some pretty decent other game footage from the other games that we cover, such as Elden Ring, Hearts of Iron 4 and whatever else we come up with in the future. So I appreciate the support, and let's play the trailer.
Constellation Starship Frontier, we have you on scanners. Performing remote systems check. Helium-3 tanks check. Seals are intact. We are still go.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jemison route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array spool check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Obviously the trailer doesn't go into much, but visually the trailer looks stunning. It looks very close to where we are today technology wise, very relatable and realistic in terms of what venturing into space might be like. Being part of a faction is interesting, as hopefully we'll be able to switch and make our own path. Looks like a classic Bethesda game in my opinion, which is a good thing. A lot of people sometimes slate the visuals, but actually I really enjoy them. The first thing I'm thinking, obviously this is in this game it's humans' first voyage into space. That gets me really excited about the possibilities of discovery, first contact, setting up somewhere to call home and base building, epic space battles, land battles, and hopefully interesting new aliens and enemies, and setting up potentially some sort of business operation that will aid me in the game, which is where Fallout 4 fell a bit short. Reports say we will get all of these things, so fingers crossed. Now there are a few things I'm concerned about though. How is this game going to be different to the likes of No Man's Sky, EVE Online, Elite Dangerous, except visually? What Bethesda brings to the table almost better than anyone else though is story. This game could be huge. It could be a huge success or it could be a fail. It all really hinges on the story and the unique experiences that are unseen elsewhere. When I say fail though, I mean, is it just going to be the same again under a different publisher? That's a big concern for me. And these are a few things also. Bethesda doesn't have a great record really when it comes to the beginning launch of a game. Look at Fallout 76. Even Fallout 4 had a lot of bugs and gameplay issues. Sometimes it's as if the game hasn't even been tested by the team, which we know it is. You know, it's extensively played, but I don't know why they don't pick up on these things and fix them before they launch, obviously. That said, is that fair to be expected? You know, these games are huge. I'm thinking it's not really an excuse because people are obviously paying good money for the perfect or near perfect gaming experience. Look, we can all expect some bugs, but, you know, when it starts, you know, the sort of things that we have seen haven't been great. Will base building be fixed? Fallout 4 was a pretty good start, but it didn't really feel worth doing it in the end. You know, no real danger, and it didn't really help you in the game. It was just something to do to keep you going. You know, that's about it. Will combat be clunky? Now, Fallout 4 was definitely not on par with similar games of its generation in terms of the gun combat. Will we see what it looks? We will see what it looks like in the next bit of this video. So definitely stay tuned. And how good will the weapon and ship customization be? For me, this is one of the most important things. Changes in our equipment need to be meaningful and relevant for this to be a win. Otherwise, it's just not going to be particularly interesting, in my opinion. And this brings me on to the next concern. How diverse will the life be in the solar system? You know, landing on one planet needs to be completely different to the next. Otherwise, it's just going to be a No Man's Sky fail. Different skins, but no difference, which is essentially the problem with No Man's Sky after a couple of hours. And lastly, is space combat going to be challenging and exciting? Honestly, I hope so. The likes of like Elite Dangerous, it's too complicated. And honestly, in some ways, it's a bit too vast in the way that it sort of plays out. Anyway, let's get into the gameplay. And I'll just sort of comment over it, and hopefully you get some good insight into what to be looking out for. Right. The wonder is not that the field of the stars is so vast, but that the man has measured it. Right.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. We're ready to start on your signal.
I think that's what he's talking about, Todd, when he talks about the breakout moments. I think these are really interesting to watch.
Maintaining exit vector course. Steady till ready.
There's going to be quite a few of these apparently.
Input. Plotting
Breakout moments.
guidance has converged. We're looking good. Allocating auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Grav jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard to express how excited all of us at Bethesda are to be here with you today. We're so grateful you're spending the time, and we know you've waited a long time to finally see Starfield. It's
Fingers crossed it
easily
lives up, big
our
lad.
most ambitious game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's jump right in. This is early in the game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
Crete. Oh, it's not like the real Crete. It's a right nightmare. Visually, really good. Look at that. Take it, that's us. I hope they vary the way that it looks and plays when you're coming into land. It get a bit repetitive, I think, but maybe I'm being overly critical. Don't like that thing. I've seen that a few times. Really don't like it. They could have done like a, I don't know, like a humanoid, android-based companion. If you're playing as a female, have a male, and if you're male, as a female, and you could have some really good sort of commentary, not commentary, sort of conversations with it.
Scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Or even a little dog would have been cool. Like a throwback to Fallout 4 kind of companionship. Like the UI. I'd probably play in, was it third person? Just prefer the feel. Yeah, this is that's how I'd be playing. Bit like Starship Troopers, them bloody what are they called? creatures that they're on that film. Shoot 'em, mate. A little bit No Man's Sky-esque, but actually quite like that. Probably feel nice on a like a handheld controller. Probably bet it vibrates and whatnot. See, in these sorts of places, I'm hoping to find things that are really sort of.
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
Are going to help me in my quest. Yeah, very Fallout 4-esque, but I like that, so that's all good. It does look to seem to be improved from Fallout 4. Bet that feels good on the controller, as I say, with the vibrate and whatnot. It's pretty good. Well, I like that shotgun, like. I like the visuals of it as well. Yeah, I really like that shotgun. Hopefully you can upgrade it so you get like a scope and all sorts of different stuff with it. I'm not particularly interested in this. Could have been like a bit more code based, if that makes sense. That'll be more interesting. Ships have looked similar so far. It's a little bigger. Hopefully we can do that with ours, make it like bigger. And
After some initial encounters, you're invited to join Constellation, who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
from what I'm aware of, this is the place where you get to sort of meet up, and a bit like the what's it called? Whatever it is in No Man's Sky, where you go in and sit and chat with people and whatnot. This will be interesting to see whether the servers actually work or not. And I'm suspecting not at the start.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Interesting.
So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right?
The thing is, do I really want to be going around the
visions?
looking for bits of information?
The artifact you found.
I suppose it's a bit like looking for Sean, isn't it, in Fallout 4? It was interesting. It was a bit long. Some of it was tedious.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course, the settled systems is full of groups with other priorities.
That's the Crimson Fleet! Everybody get ready!
The fleet doesn't follow the rules. Agree to work for UCC staff. Together, we take down these cutthroat pirates.
We're not just here to shoot the
So
bad
he gets to take on
guys.
contracts by the
We're
look of it, which I really like.
peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only
Looks
way
like
out
you can become a baddie.
is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous,
I like those enemies.
but we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because
Do you know what
whatever
looks really
lies
good?
at the end of this road will
It looks like some
change
thoughts,
humanity
real thoughts being gone into it.
forever.
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story, it's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character
So this is what I'm
creation.
interested in. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not too fussed about customizing the character,
It's our
but
most flexible yet. You can
it's
customize all
the traits and
elements
the
how
sort
you
of upgrades that you can do for yourself that are going to really benefit you.
You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
It says here you spent some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages. But it's not just in how you can look, but in how your character
That looks
plays
really good.
and
Much
develops.
better than Fallout 4.
The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then
Interesting,
you rank
very
those
interesting.
skills up by
Quite like
using
that.
them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems.
Really
from
like the
running
idea of research.
projects with resources you find to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
So we've probably seen about 10 different lots of live alien-based enemies, I'd say. So that's reasonably
And you
good.
can
You'd
build
like to
your own
think there'd be a lot more.
outposts. These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can choose where and how to build each one.
I guess in
and
regards,
what
how
kind
does
of
that affect your
characters you need
gameplay?
to keep it up and running. But that's not all. You can
This is
even
what we want. I want to build
your
something
own
really naughty that's just
spaceships.
going to kill everything in sight. I'm probably going to go down the route of a space pirate of some sort when I start playing, so you get to see all that if you subscribe.
You can choose crew members. And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout.
I'd like to add some wings on it.
There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so
Really quite
cool.
impressed
We
with that. I
just
think it looks really good.
absolutely love this.
But yeah, I'd like to add some like wings. Make it like, I don't know,
It's not just how the
one of the
ship
Klingon
looks,
ships.
it's how it performs, from engines to shields to weapon systems, because
You're
yes,
joking.
you can fly it.
Thrusters
Pretty fucking pointless if you couldn't. This is the bit I'm interested in. How is it different to the others? That moving's pretty good. I like that view, very nice. What I'm hoping for is big ships so that you can fight big, colossal ships, not just these little fighters. Saturn there. That looks nice and simple, nice and sort of easy to navigate, but not, you know, if the enemies are challenging, then that's good as well. In fact, I'd much prefer this to the ground combat already, looking at it. Do you get to scavenge anything off the ships? Technology, weapons, whatnot, aftermarket sort of stuff that you wouldn't otherwise have access to? That'd be interesting. Do you get to build your own space base that defends a planet? Can you take over a planet? Can you colonize it? Can you and then defend it and build a civilization on that? That'd be really good. I doubt that. You know, and then go to war with another sector or something. That'd be really good.
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet.
So what's
It's
that?
all
10?
the planets in the system. From barren but resource
Resource-heavy would
ice
suggest that you could
to
monetize that.
Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100
Wow, that's
systems.
quite big. That is big.
Over
That's good. That
1,000
like that.
planets, all open
Lots of
for you to
positives. Definitely lots of
explore.
positives.
We can't wait
Um,
to see what you find.
yeah, really excited for it. Look, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be causing mischief in the game, pushing it to its boundaries, looking for tips, secrets, unseen things, and you know, we just really appreciate your support in that. I'll get better at presenting, so thank you for sticking if you stuck this long, and yeah, I'll leave you with the rest of the video. Thank you for watching.
Play it day one with Game Pass.